Hello dear fans. What is the Flying Dutchman? The legend of the Flying Dutchman made superstitious medieval sailors freeze. They called the Flying Dutchman a ghost ship that eternally roams the vast seas, unable to land. It was inhabited by ghosts, on which a terrible curse was imposed. Meeting the Flying Dutchman was considered a bad omen. Instructions. Step 1. The legend of the Flying Dutchman appeared around the middle of the 17th century. There are several versions of it. One says that a Dutch captain named Van der Decken agreed to take on board his ship a young married couple who needed to return home from the East Indies. The captain had a reputation for being atheist, foul-mouthed, and disagreeable. He liked the girl and decided to take possession of her by killing her husband. But the poor woman did not agree to become his wife and chose to throw herself overboard. Step 2. A terrible crime brought trouble on board the ship. A violent storm began at the Cape of Good Hope, and the crew could not manage to round it. The sailors revolted, led by the navigator, but the headstrong captain shot his mate. The ship had no chance of salvation after such behavior, and it was cursed to wander the seas forever, not sticking to the shore. The sailors and the captain became ghosts. They could not feel hunger, cold and fatigue and had to wait for the second coming. This is how the Flying Dutchman appeared, a ghost ship that appears on the horizon as a bad omen, often in a bright halo of light. Step 3. According to another version, the Flying Dutchman is a ship on which all crew members died from a terrible disease, since no port accepted them. They ran out of food and water supplies, the disease progressed, and soon there was not a soul left on the ship. And the sailors became ghosts and were doomed to sail on their ship. Step 4. Scientists attribute the widespread legend of the ghost ship to the Fata Morgana phenomenon, when a ship-shaped mirage appears above the water's surface. It is also possible that the Flying Dutchman stories emerged after sailors encountered deserted ships whose crew members died of yellow fever. It is not surprising that they considered such meetings as bad signs. Mosquitoes carrying this disease found themselves new victims. Step 5. According to legends, it is also possible to scientifically explain the glowing halo that surrounded the Flying Dutchman. It is probably the lights of St. Elmo, electrical discharges that appear at the ends of tall and sharp objects. Thanks for watching.